Alright, hey guys, what's up? Kyle here. I want to know the topic and discussion video talking about Randy Orton. Randy Orton's current position in WWE. Excuse me. Randy's current position right now in WWE. For the past several months, I'd say about 6 to 7 tops, Randy Orton has just been what I like to call stuck in limbo. He went from putting people over last year, putting some talent over last year, to now just being pretty much a stick in the mud and a little bit irrelevant, and just pretty much now being placed at an upper mid card type of position. At least I feel. Randy hasn't been in the world title picture since Hell in a Cell. He had a rematch against Mark Henry for the world title. He hasn't had a world title shot or been in the world title picture since then. He was supposed to be for Elimination Chamber this year, but they ended up replacing him with Santino due to an injury that he suffered. I think like a concussion or something. That he can't control, so that's fine. I understand that. But still, Randy Orton hasn't been in the main event spot for a while. I just kind of feel bad for the guy. Randy's current position in WWE for the past few months reminds me a lot like Steve Austin. When Steve Austin came back, how Austin really wasn't pushed to the main event spot. He kind of got, I want to say watered down, but he kind of got knocked down a few pegs a little bit, where he ended up working with Scott Hall at Mania 18 in a mid-card level match. At Mania 18. So that's what kind of reminds me a little bit with Austin and Randy Orton currently right now. For the past 3 WrestleManias, Orton has been in an undercard match. Mania 26, he was one of the opening matches with Legacy. 27, he was a little bit higher up on the card, but he had a match that was still an undercard match, but he had a match with CM Punk, which was an awesome match. And then this year, he has a match with Kane, and he lost to Kane at Mania, which is also, again, an undercard match. And wasn't a bad match at that. But, the guy's just been, I kind of feel bad for the guy. I kind of like to see him back in the world title picture, and, with WWE, you see, I don't mind guys. You see, for a lot of people who complain, Randy Orton and John Cena always being given the world titles, I complain about that too. But I don't mind them being in the world title picture or being a title contender or top contender for the championship, as long as they don't win it. Then I'm fine with it. Period. They could put John Cena in world title matches. They could put Randy Orton in a world title match just to help the main event world title picture seem more meaty per se. But Orton and Cena, they don't have to win the championships because they don't need to win any more titles because they've won the championships, X number of times. So they don't need to win the title, but still put them in the world title picture, would help, beef up the main event and the main event match and help it sell better for the pay-per-view. So in a case like that, I think that's what they should do with Randy. Just don't have him win the belt, but just put him in the main event spot, and have him wrestle for the belt, but not win it. So I'd be fine with that. But he's just he went from being a main eventer to just being an upper mid card level type of storyline and feud, pretty much. Now it could be too, it could be Randy's idea too, where he might not want to work as much or work as a heavy schedule if he's put in the main event spot, on the show. So maybe he wants to take it a little easy, still work, but still take it a little easy a little bit. So maybe this is WWE's way of having him, okay, we'll put you into a program with Kane. You won't be in the main event spot, but you'll still be somewhat relevant, and you can kind of take it easy. I thought about that too. That could be a possibility as well for Randy. But I mean, still, it's like, wow. If that is the case, then I guess that'll ease my mind a little bit. But if it's not, then I don't know who Randy Orton pissed off, or in the higher ups, but they just don't, or WWE creative just don't have anything for Randy Orton right now. When they put Randy on the SmackDown brand last year in the draft, I was happy for it because for the last 6-7 years on Raw, Randy Orton has always been the second runner-up behind Randy Orton. That spot now being taken by CM Punk. I was glad Randy Orton was being on SmackDown because I'm like, okay, finally Randy can be the top guy, the top face of his own brand, his own show, SmackDown. And the purpose for them putting Randy on SmackDown was to fill the void of Edge once Edge had retired. But even when they put him on the SmackDown show, the ratings still dropped, and it just proved how much of a void Edge really left on the SmackDown show. Anytime they brought Randy over, and they thought that was going to help elevate it and fill the void, but it didn't. And just as of recently now, to me, in my personal opinion, I don't think Randy Orton's the face of SmackDown anymore. I think Sheamus is now the face. If not, they're trying to build Sheamus as the main guy on the SmackDown show. And some people say, well, that's because he is the world champion, so of course he's going to get more TV time and main event matches, spots, and all that. And that's true. That's part of the reason. But I just also believe that looking how since Sheamus turned face and been on the SmackDown brand, and now they've just been pushing him just to be this unstoppable juggernaut, I think it's all been leading, to this moment here. And him being the world heavyweight champion now, I think it's all been leading to this moment here. I think it's just been a building block for Sheamus. They've just been, building Sheamus up to be the new face of the SmackDown show. Because, like I said, Randy couldn't really feel. I'm not saying that Sheamus can feel the void of Edge, but I think WWE may feel a little bit better off having Sheamus as the top guy, since a lot of people are really liking him and his stuff is selling. They're probably feel a little bit more safer having him as the top guy than Randy Orton. And not saying that people hate Randy. Randy still gets huge pops. He's still one of the best wrestlers in that company. So, but I just feel like, in my opinion, I think Sheamus is now, if not going to be, and they're building him to be the number one guy in SmackDown. And if they do, then Randy Orton, like how he was with Cena on Raw, would be the second guy on the on the totem pole, the second guy on the show. So it's just my thoughts on it. What do you guys think about Randy Orton's current position right now in WWE? Do you think Sheamus is the new face of SmackDown, if not going to be the new face of SmackDown? I think he already is. So let me know what you guys think about this topic in the comments below. Subscribe. Peace.